Have you ever looked at your paycheck and thought, where did all my money go? The Japanese have figured out a way to save half of what they earn without becoming a slave to spreadsheets. They manage to do this without giving up the things that truly matter. The secret isn't making more money, it's choosing less. In Japan, less is always more. They don't buy on impulse. Every single item that enters their home has a purpose. If it's not useful or beautiful, it doesn't stay. It's that simple. Have you ever stopped to think how many of your things are just sitting around taking up space? Clothes you don't wear, clutter you don't use, that "someday I'll need this" mindset. And in the meantime, your money disappears. Japanese. Minimalism isn't just about money, it's about freedom. Freedom from drowning in debt. Freedom from living paycheck to paycheck. Freedom to create space, both physical and mental, for the things that actually bring joy. Have you ever wondered how some people manage to save half of what they earn, while others can barely hold on to a single cent? In Japan, many minimalists are able to save 50% of their income. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's a lifestyle. Today, you're going to learn how Japanese minimalists do it, and how you can bring these habits into your own life to save more and live better. Japanese minimalism goes beyond just owning fewer things. It's a life philosophy centered around balance and financial well-being. And to achieve that, it takes more than just cutting back on spending. It's also about making more intentional choices every single day. In Japan, for example, many people choose public transportation or bicycles over owning a car. This decision not only promotes a more sustainable lifestyle, but also significantly reduces expenses related to fuel, maintenance, and parking. By adopting these alternative modes of transportation, the Japanese are able to save money while also contributing to a cleaner, healthier environment. Japan's public transportation system is widely recognized for its efficiency, punctuality, and extensive coverage. Trains, subways, and buses serve nearly all urban and suburban areas, making public transit a convenient and accessible option for most people. The widespread use of public transportation minimizes the need for personal vehicles, which in turn cuts down on associated costs like gas, insurance, repairs, and parking fees. In addition to public transit, bicycles are a popular choice in Japan, especially in cities. Japanese urban areas are known for being bike-friendly, with well-developed infrastructure like dedicated bike lanes and secure parking facilities. Biking is not only budget-friendly, but also encourages a more active and healthy lifestyle. It's a form of exercise that fits easily into daily routines, offering both physical and mental health benefits. Opting for more sustainable transportation options also has a positive impact on the environment. Reducing car usage lowers greenhouse gas emissions and helps improve air quality. This commitment to sustainability is deeply rooted in Japanese culture, which emphasizes living in harmony with nature and respecting natural resources. For those living in places where public transit is less accessible, carpooling and ride-sharing services can be great alternatives. Sharing rides with co-workers or friends can help reduce transportation costs and lower the number of vehicles on the road, benefiting both your wallet and the environment. Adopting these practices can be an effective way to save money and live more sustainably. Even small changes like taking public transportation a few times a week or biking for short trips can make a meaningful difference. These choices support a more active and health-conscious lifestyle and contribute to your overall well-being. Think about switching up your daily commute. See if public transit or biking could work for you. Notice how these small adjustments might reduce your expenses and enhance your quality of life. By choosing public transportation or cycling, you're making a more intentional and sustainable choice when it comes to getting around. This approach not only helps you cut costs, but also supports a cleaner, healthier planet. The Japanese show us that it's possible to live efficiently and sustainably by embracing public transit and eco-friendly alternatives. When you bring these habits into your own life, you can create a positive impact on both your finances and the environment, promoting a lifestyle that's simpler, more balanced, and more aligned with what truly matters. And this sense of balance also shows up in something simple we do every day: eating at home. Dining out can be one of the biggest drains on your budget. Japanese minimalists prefer to cook at home, not only because it's healthier, but also because it's more affordable. Embracing this habit can bring countless benefits to your minimalist lifestyle, aligning perfectly with the core values of Japanese minimalism. Cooking at home gives you greater control over the ingredients you use, allowing for healthier and more balanced meals. In Japan, people place a high value on thoughtful food preparation, focusing on both quality and simplicity. This approach not only leads to better nutrition, but also supports a more mindful and sustainable way of living. Preparing your own meals is one of the most effective ways to save money. Eating out regularly can quickly become a major expense. When you cook at home, you can plan your grocery shopping in advance, avoid waste, and make the most out of every ingredient. This practice is a key element of Japanese minimalism, which emphasizes efficiency and reducing waste. Cooking can also be a relaxing and enjoyable activity. Getting the family involved in meal prep can turn an everyday routine into quality time that strengthens family bonds. In Japan, many families use time in the kitchen as a way to connect across generations and pass down culinary traditions. To get started, plan your meals ahead of time and create a shopping list based only on what you truly need. This helps you avoid impulse buys and ensures you have everything on hand when it's time to cook. Try simple, nutritious recipes that are quick to prepare. This makes cooking less stressful and more enjoyable. Another helpful tip is to organize your kitchen in a functional way so you can easily access the utensils and ingredients you use most. A well-organized kitchen, following the principles of Japanese minimalism, can make meal prep smoother, faster, and more satisfying. Consider cooking in larger batches and storing individual portions for busier days. This not only saves time, but also ensures you always have a healthy option ready to go, helping you avoid the temptation to eat out. Pick a simple, healthy recipe to make at home. Involve your family in the process and turn cooking into a moment of connection and joy. Notice how this simple habit can benefit your health, improve your finances, and support your overall well-being. By adopting the habit of preparing meals at home, you're aligning yourself with the principles of Japanese minimalism, fostering a lifestyle that's healthier, more economical, and more intentional. This practice doesn't just enhance your quality of life, it also supports a more sustainable and balanced minimalist way of living. And for all of this to work in a balanced way, it's essential to plan and keep track of your budget. Having a clear handle on your finances is key to achieving financial stability and peace of mind. Japanese minimalists understand this need, which is why they plan their expenses and closely monitor their finances to make sure they're saving as much as possible. This approach not only helps them avoid debt and unexpected expenses, but also promotes a more balanced and stress-free lifestyle. Planning your spending starts with creating a detailed budget. Japanese minimalists typically break their expenses into categories like housing, food, transportation, entertainment, and savings. By setting a spending limit for each category, they're able to stay on top of their finances and avoid unnecessary expenses. The key is to be realistic and adjust the budget as needed, ensuring it aligns with their personal needs and priorities. In addition to planning, actively tracking your finances is just as important. This means recording all income and expenses, whether it's in a notebook, spreadsheet, or budgeting app. Keeping a detailed log helps you spot spending patterns, identify areas of waste, and uncover opportunities to save more. This habit of continuous tracking allows for quick, informed adjustments that help keep your finances under control at all times. One strategy often used by Japanese minimalists is the kakeibo method, a traditional Japanese way of managing money. Kakeibo encourages mindful spending by asking questions like, "Can I live without this?" and "Does this truly bring me happiness?" This method promotes more thoughtful financial decisions and helps people focus on what truly matters. Saving as much as possible also involves developing healthy financial habits. That means steering clear of consumer debt, such as credit cards and personal loans, which can spiral out of control if not handled carefully. When credit is used, Japanese minimalists do so thoughtfully and strategically, only when they're sure they can pay off the full amount on time and avoid high interest charges. Another common practice is building an emergency fund. Having money set aside for unexpected events provides a sense of security and allows people to handle emergencies without turning to debt. In Japan, saving is seen as a critical component of financial planning, and many treat it as a top priority in their everyday life. Smart investing is also an important part of financial control. Japanese minimalists look for long-term investment opportunities with strong returns, such as stocks, real estate funds, and other assets. By investing consistently, even in small amounts, they're able to build wealth gradually over time. Start by creating a detailed budget and tracking all your income and expenses. Use methods like Kakebo to reflect on your spending and pinpoint areas where you can cut back. Set clear financial goals and check your progress regularly. When you have a clear grasp of your finances, you take a more responsible and conscious approach to money. This not only strengthens your financial health, but also supports a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. Japanese minimalists remind us that true wealth comes from living mindfully, valuing every financial decision and making sure your money is working for you. By applying these strategies in your own life, you can create a positive impact on both your budget and your overall well-being. And to maintain that balance, it's essential to be mindful of one very common habit: avoiding impulse buying. Impulse purchases are one of the biggest enemies of personal savings. In Japan, minimalists are experts at planning their purchases and doing everything they can to avoid giving in to short-term desires. This mindful and intentional approach not only promotes stronger financial health, but also contributes to a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. The urge to buy something in the heat of the moment is a common temptation, especially in a world where consumerism is constantly being pushed. Sales, ads, and the ease of online shopping can lead to rushed decisions that, over time, create financial stress and a build-up of unnecessary items. Japanese minimalists follow a different mindset, one that focuses on true needs and the actual value of each purchase. Planning purchases is a key practice in avoiding impulsive spending. Before buying anything, the Japanese typically create a list of what they truly need. That list is based on a careful evaluation of needs and priorities, making sure every item has a clear purpose and brings value to their life. This not only helps avoid wasteful spending, but also keeps their finances under control. In addition to making lists, Japanese minimalists often follow the habit of waiting before they buy. When they feel the urge to purchase something, they usually give it a few days before making a decision. That waiting period allows the initial impulse to fade and a more rational, intentional decision to be made. Many times, after thinking it through, they realize they can live perfectly well without it. Another powerful strategy is setting a clear budget for shopping. Having a spending limit in place helps prevent overspending and keeps the focus on what really matters. That budget should be followed closely, and any purchase outside of the plan should be reconsidered carefully. Japanese philosophy also puts strong value on quality over quantity. Instead of buying lots of cheap, low-quality items, they prefer to invest in durable, well-made products that truly add value to their lives. This not only reduces the need for frequent replacements, but also promotes a more sustainable and mindful way of consuming. Before making your next purchase, write down what you actually need and set a budget. Wait a few days before making the decision and think about whether the item is truly necessary. You'll start to see how these simple habits can transform your relationship with money and lead to a more intentional way of living. By avoiding impulse buying and planning your purchases, you're choosing a more conscious and responsible way to handle money and resources. This habit not only improves your financial well-being, but also supports a lifestyle that's more peaceful and meaningful. Japanese minimalists show us that real wealth isn't about having more, but about valuing and taking care of what truly matters. By applying these simple strategies, you can create a more harmonious and fulfilling life, where every choice is made with clarity and purpose. These habits aren't complicated, but they do take discipline and intention. Saving 50% of your income might sound difficult at first, but with small changes, it's possible. If this content made sense to you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about how to simplify life and make more intentional choices. If you want to see more videos like this one, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next ones. And if you know someone who's also looking to save money and live more simply, share this video with them. Japanese minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about living with more intention, more clarity, and more control over your finances. Small changes make a big difference. Saving money doesn't come from big sacrifices. It comes from making better choices day by day. Now tell me, which of these habits are you going to start applying today? Comment below. I'm going to save with intention and share your experience. See you in the next video.